Alright, might be a slightly hasty trigger pull getting things started today. Because I was waffling a bunch while I was sitting there, or staring at the screen just a minute ago, so. I just pulled it, we're going. So, this is Aragami 2. It is primarily a stealth game, though you can really get away with fucking around a lot. And I'm just gonna send us in and it can explain the rest for itself. I have played a good chunk of this before. You will notice there is no save file. That's because it was on the Game Pass version of the game, which I no longer have access to because it was removed from Game Pass. But I got it from Humble Choice today, so I decided, you know what, let's bring this back. Why not? Is this a map? Picture? What am I looking at here? Okay. It was very dark, so I believe that. As they tend to do, two great forces tend to clash because they are big. Everything was balanced because no side was completely destroyed. But yeah, that makes sense. Peace doesn't tend to stay when people get bitter over losing. And then people went poof. And then everything burned, as it does. So if you think that explained absolutely nothing, you're right and wrong at the same time. There was a war, bad things happened, and a village got destroyed. That's the short version. A lot of it will be explained as we go. But this is us. You'll notice we're not exactly normal, human standard anymore. Something's not quite right there. We'll worry about that in a minute. The bright side is we can double jump now. And teleport. Do all kinds of fun things like that. Things you might imagine are very helpful for sneaking around. Because they will be. Boy. You will notice we have basically no health, and that's on purpose. It's to indicate that things have not gone well for you, and probably to keep people from just blitzing the tutorial as much as they could. Not that you couldn't just still sprint through this like a madman and get away with it for the most part, probably, but, you know. Play it proper so you learn how to do things. This is going to be very important to us so we can see where enemies are without needing to run into them. I will frequently forget to use it. I'm also not going to sit here and address every little bit of tutorial because a lot of it's going to be on screen constantly. Because I have the inputs showing up to make sure I remember what I can and can't do when interacting with certain things. Get our sword. The other reason why we haven't been fighting our whole way through is we didn't have a weapon yet. I don't know why it tutorializes... Oh, wait, yeah. It tutorializes you on support items because they expect you to heal. Right. Sure. Do 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 do. Bunk, bunk, back. Nap time. One of my favorite things in this game... Body throwing. Just chuck body. Very good for disposing of people that are a problem quickly. Or causing all kinds of entertaining problems. I didn't realize I had control of the camera in that scene. I just could make the camera wander off. Combat is inevitable. Lock onto your opponent. Like that. Beat him up. The combat in this is actually not bad. When I played this originally, I had an awful time with the combat because the game was running just ever so slightly off. So I couldn't parry, I couldn't do combat like at all. It was just borked to all hell. So since I was playing it multiplayer, it basically became my counterpart was the combat player, and I would just sneak around and be a nuisance to all of our problems. One parry, two parry. You can kind of just mash the block button and get parries more often than not. And of course, the second I hit the start button, somebody messages me about something. Missed me. Can I try again? Oh no, what a shame. Missed me. Phone, please, stop freaking out. Why? Phone Discord, why were you even locked onto that server in the first place? That shouldn't be where you're sitting. It's never what I have open, so why are you there? There we go. Sorry about that. Just wanted to get that sorted out so it wouldn't be a pain in my butt. Basically, the crux of what it was just saying is run them out of stamina and you can kill them very quickly. As you might imagine, they have access to all the same things we do. And it just didn't take my input there, so we actually died in the tutorial, which isn't the first time that's happened, and it won't be the last time either. There we go. Because every now and then I've noticed it doesn't do the critical attack even though they have no stamina left. It's a little bit jank. I have to assume they have like a magic pixel of stamina, which is why I don't actively do the combat in this, even now that it's working a little better. Yeah, we can drop on people from the air, which is one of my favorite things to do. Yeehaw! Yeet. Anyway, nothing bad happened. Our rating for this mission is gonna suck a little bit because one, I'm taking a really long time, and two, we actually died like a fool. Hi. Learn to cliff dive. I forgot. It only will throw him off the cliff if I do the assassination, not the knockout. Just go over there. There we go. Now, it is worth noting, this game will glitch a little bit. I am going to cause this game to break a couple times, just because of doing what I do. Hey, you. Come here. I want to talk to you. I talk with my hands. Hey, where'd the other guy go? What a shame. As you can see, you can just dash into them and snag them that way as well. You gotta be a little careful doing that, because if you're a little tiny bit too slow, they will discover you before you clobber them, and it ends badly. And now they tell you do what you want to do, to figure it out your own way. Because these levels are usually very open. Like, you can do a lot, which I appreciate. Unlike some stealth games that kind of tell you, hey, there's one right way to do this and everything else sucks. As soon as he turns around. The thing about these guys with hats is they don't move. Oh no, where'd Hat Man go? What a shame, he disappeared. This is the thing though, they won't question when people just vanish a lot of the time. Just gonna show him where his friend went. You two hang out in the bushes over there. You have a great time. So Hat Man's still hanging out there. That guy's just walking around. You'll notice your shadow vision does have a limit. Like, I can see that guy, but the shadow vision doesn't highlight him at that range. Where am I supposed to be going? It says reach the area. I presume I'm supposed to be going that way. So there's a guy down there, so maybe I'm meant to go there. I don't know. I don't know if this stage has extra stuff either. This is the only stage I really didn't look around much when I played this before, because I was in a hurry to get to the co-op part. Plus or minus dying on the combat tutorial a couple times because of jank. Doesn't really seem like there's anything to loot here, though. So, I think it's in our best interest just to boogie. Get used to me making some very questionable moves that end up working out. Because I know what I'm doing. I actively ignore knowing what I'm doing. But I know what I'm doing. And I can't warp around completely like a crazy person because it does take stamina to do that. So now and then I'm going to get a little too greedy and bad things are going to happen to me. Doesn't look like there's anybody here. Yeah, now it's empty. Woo! Time to go. Exactly, you're right. Much stealth. No, I didn't kill those people. They're burning the bodies. Probably smart. More people dead. Well, that's a shame. I can relate on that. Oh yeah, the new soldiers don't ask questions. Yeah, you know, they just do really clean work killing people. It's fine. Sometimes you gotta slay in more ways than one. I wonder what happened to the other guy. You really shouldn't go wandering that far. And that's exactly why not. A better dressed ninja, oh no. You've been doing this longer, this isn't fair. Ah. Well. Short game, everybody, we're dead already. Dead again? Yeah, dead again. Now, everything they just talked about there is important. The fact that we were referred to as a freed one is very, very important. As you might have gathered, considering that sorcerer there was controlling the other one, you can piece things together pretty easily there. And somehow we are not actually dead. Surprise! It kind of more fell through this hole, but sure. You keep talking a lot of words like I'm supposed to understand what you're talking about. I mean, couldn't you have gotten me one that isn't broken? I guess it'll do. Gotta hide my identity even though I don't have a face. Hang on. While they explain things to y'all, I'm gonna check on something. Ah, okay. Nothing to worry about. But basically, this is a refugee ninja camp. Is the short version of this whole situation. We're trying to save this valley. More or less. Some could argue we're more neutral than good. We're definitely against the evil, but we're not really, like, inherently positive either. Definitely whatever we want. In my case, definitely chaotic. Pay no mind to the person clipping through the thing up there, it's fine. I could be reading all of this out since, you know, a lot of people probably aren't going to understand what he's saying, but people can read it just fine. Yeah, basically we didn't die, and now we're able to do whatever we want. Yeah, you know, relatively normal. Sometimes things just happen. Yeah, the crux of what he's talking about here is every single one of us that have come back this way are cursed to eventually lose everything. We're steadily forgetting who we are and everything like that, and that's how we're becoming more and more featureless. And eventually, people like that go crazy. And yeah, outside world, bad time. You gotta go there now and then, but outside world, bad times. We're gonna have to do a bunch of running around and talking to people before it actually lets me go forth and do things. Though it was important for us to talk to anyway. And he is over there. Because as you can tell, he doesn't really make the most sense sometimes. He's going a little nuts. That's why we were told to go talk to him, is so we see an example of what happens as you start falling apart. You become comedy relief. Now, the leader's now down there instead of up here. Because God forbid he stay still. Don't land in the water. Water bad. Losing? I'm not sure he's losing. I think he lost it already. Yeah, that's what makes him important. We go find that scroll, and then Iwao will become important. And this is how we get our jobs. Classic mode, which is based on the first game. It limits you a lot, and I'm not that interested. Okay, they did make some changes. Okay, eventually this map will fill out more with more things at once for us to do. Right now, all we've got is this. We'll go ahead and leave it on normal. Right now, as we go, we'll gain customization, new abilities, and all kinds of good stuff like that. For the moment, though, we're stuck. There will be money like that laying around. There's collectibles to get, bonus items, all kinds of good stuff. Things like those lamps are used with certain abilities to trigger a variety of effects. I think mostly just knocking people out in an area, though. If we go find a pair of soldiers to eavesdrop on, they'll tell us where we need to go. Well, that's off to a bad start, huh? You can definitely tell I'm a little rusty. Because I thought I had enough time to creep up on him. I should have just ran in and got him. Oh well. Nothing bad happened. Nobody will notice that blood. And the body is gone now. Nothing bad happened. Somehow no one heard all the sword clashing and yelling. So everything is fine. Personally, I try not to kill if I can help it, because if I remember right, knocking them out gets you more experience than killing them. And it's better for your rating. Let's just listen to what they're talking about. Okay, so the captain's got the scroll as expected. Thank you for your assistance, gentlemen. Now I just need to get out of this very awkward spot that the game encouraged me to go to. Okay. You saw nothing. Now, is that guy going to stay there the whole time? I think he is, which is going to make this more annoying than it needs to be. Means what I'm going to do is hop back down here and do that. Because that's at an angle that he wouldn't be as readily able to see. Because I see no reason to take on all three of them. Especially right now where we're not that capable yet. Alright, so there's some more gold sitting there. Some gold over there. Somehow this, like, long grass is like an impenetrable wall to these people. Hi, how you doing? Could you kindly turn around and piss off? Thank you. I want to go clobber your friend, and I want to do so in peace. There we go. Because he was the one that was going to be in the way. The other ones don't matter. Okay, we got a wanderer over there. Let's see. Yeah, they're explaining these guys now. And that's basically what they do, is they'll send people to do things instead of going themselves, which is a dynamic that can be very beneficial to you, but also very confusing. I have definitely had times where I'll sit there and just keep pissing a keeper off to draw out everybody that's in an area. It gets your discovered count up a lot is the only real problem with that idea. But if you don't care about how many times you get caught, it's actually a really good way to get everybody out of an area without it being a pain. We're gonna need to get past him after we get this, because I'm pretty sure that's our exit point over there. Can I get this without anybody seeing me snag this, though? For the moment, I'm gonna try to be actually sneaky and actually clever. Invariably, I'm gonna get bored of the proper stealth and start fucking around. And thanks to chest-high walls, he did not see me. And cleanly away we go. I don't think I can reach him from here. Otherwise, I was gonna fly over there and grab him. It's a really great thing that nobody in this world looks up. There we go. I could bin him into the river, but that would count as killing him if I remember right. So let's not. As it stands, unless somebody actually walks into the grass, they'll never realize he's there anyway. Where was that money? Oh yeah, there's these as well. These are one of the bonus items. Golden statues. They give you a money bonus, I believe, is the thing with those. There's also blueprints around that get you different cosmetics, and I think sometimes it actually gets you different usable things, too. There's money down there. Oh, our exit's actually all the way back, so what's up here, then? I mean, you're right. That's the thing. That's why a lot of these stealth games have that situation, is because, realistically, people don't actually look. People see what they want to see. Why is that over there? Okay, that's a dead end over there. That's one of those things where, yes, it would be hard to miss, but also you'd have no reason to look at it. You know, no real reason to acknowledge it either. It's just there. Ow. The game swindled me on that one, but it works out because we can just leave now. I was supposed to grab that ledge on the way down, but it didn't take. Yeah, we got put more toward Demon because we got in that one fight and we died once. These, I believe, give you bonus experience if you get these. And skill points are going to be very important to us, at least initially. So I can pick up a couple very nice abilities to make our life a lot simpler. And that'll leave me a lot more room to fuck around as well. But first, let's go back and talk to Crazy Guy. Here, have a piece of paper. Yes, Ninji, yes. Yeah, see, he knew these techniques, and I believe he used to be a teacher. And now he will once again take on the mantle of teaching. Because he is going to be where we spend our skill points. And that's why he kept calling himself Raijin, is because it was half of his old nickname. But his scattered brain didn't understand that completely at the time, till he was reminded. Right now, we can't actually get anything unique. We can only grab Whisper, which is not something I'm really going to use. Because all it does is draw an enemy towards you, which is helpful, but it's not something I tend to use. What I'm going to be going for immediately is Chameleon. Basically, as long as I'm pressed up against a wall or on a ledge once it's upgraded, I won't be seen. Appreciate it, Zeno. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, now we have an actual ability. Again, still not one I'm going to use. Oh, sorry to hear you're still sick, Zeno. Hopefully that will pass soon. Let's go do the next job. I believe this game still only goes up to 4 players? I don't remember. Yeah, we just need to steal things.
I'm in danger.
He sure is. Into the bushes with you. And that's how we steal things. We just make them disappear. The shadows just collect things for us. These guys are a problem. They throw fireballs. If we had tools, we could actually deal with him more effectively, but for now, we have to deal with him directly. Come on, turn around. There you go. Nothing bad's gonna happen, I promise. Well, nothing bad's gonna happen to me. Hey, how you doing? There we go. No more Scorcher problem. Anybody near you? He's not looking right now, but he's gonna turn around the second I jump off for you with my luck. Yep. That's what I figured. Now that you're over there, though, you're fair game. Just gonna move this slightly. You just had too much soup. It's fine. Yeah, I can get away with that. Come with me. Goodbye. Nothing bad happened. Saw nothing. I'll just demonstrate Whisper right quick. See how he's now interested in this area? That's what whispering does. You make just enough noise to get people's attention. Come here. There we go. As you can see, very useful for attracting an enemy to a location, but it has a bad habit of drawing unwanted attention when I use it, so I tend not to bother with it. I'd rather deal with them the old-fashioned way by going to where they are instead of them coming to me. Poof, the bag is gone. Okay, neither of them are facing the bridge right now, so whoop. Poof. Yep, figured there'd be somebody watching there. Not where I wanted to land, but that's okay. Don't turn around. You don't want to know what's about to happen. Oh, I think they heard me clobber that guy. What a shame. They gotta be quicker than that. I'm surprised the Hat Man down here didn't see that happen. Then again, might be beyond his pay grade. You are in an awkward spot, sir. Let's fix that awkward spot for you. Come with me. I can't actually climb up there with you, huh? Can I? Nope. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna put him up with his friends, but he doesn't want to be there, apparently. So here. I will trade the bag for you. I guess he didn't like those guys. Now, the issue with leaving bodies laying all over the place is wandering enemies will find them. And as you might imagine, they will get very upset when they find their friends just laying in a pile. If I remember right, they will also wake them up, which puts them back where they were eventually, which is a real problem. Looks like we're going back out the way we came in. Just want to take a quick scan around and make sure there's not a blueprint or something nearby. I'm not going to be going out of my way to look for them right now. No, there's nothing here. So I don't know how limited this stage is, but I'm pretty sure these early stages are fairly closed off. You also don't want to fall too far for two reasons. One, I believe you make more noise if you land from a high height, and as you saw from my earlier demonstration, you will also break your legs. It's a problem. Thank you for having a lack of peripheral vision. And now away we go.